Hey, so I just wanted to come on today and talk about grace and also just the idea that time on its own does not make a difference. So, I was having a conversation recently with someone, and they were essentially saying, because my oldest is 3.5, that shouldn't I kind of have it figured out by now? Like, he's 3.5, it's been 3.5 years that I've been at home. Shouldn't I have my processes and everything not be overwhelmed anymore? And yeah, I just want to talk about that because I don't agree that 3.5 years or time in general is an indicator of where we should be in life in general. I think it comes down to the choices that we're making in that time frame and also what's going on in that time frame. And so for me, for one, yes, can't agree that I have not really put a lot of pressure on myself to get a process and to get systems in place. And also, the reality is that I've been through several transitions since that 3.5 years. I've had two other kids, which means I've nursed them and um, have been pregnant with them. So my energy was different. And so I think even with children, if we think about their milestones and the things that they're supposed to be able to do by a certain time, time passing does not make those milestones happen. And it really comes down to what are we doing with the children. If we're not talking to them all day, if we're not giving them opportunities to move and shake and grow, then that's not going to happen. And on the flip side of that, them being able to do those things isn't just dependent on us either. Like, we could do all the things and our kids could still have delays developmentally. And so I think at the end of the day, what I want to take away from this, I want us to take away from this, is that we have to give ourselves grace. Yes, we need to put in the work and learn processes and not allow perfectionism to stop us from taking action. And so that's what I'm working on right now, and just being experimental. And I encourage you to join me in that, just playing around with your house and what you want to do, how you want your household to look, but also giving yourself grace and just know that just because time has passed, it doesn't mean you should be a certain place in your home life. It doesn't mean you should be a certain place in life. It's like when people say stuff like, oh, you're a certain age, why aren't you married? Why don't you have kids? It's like, nothing about time passing makes those things happen. Like, there are other factors that we have to consider. And so, yeah, I just wanted to share that with you and hopefully encourages you. Thanks.